What if I told you that you were born with a superpower? Seriously, one that fueled all your learning, all your growth, but somewhere down the line, you were kind of taught to put it away. Well, today, we're going to unpack that superpower. We're going to figure out why it vanished and, most importantly, how we can get it back.
Does this sound familiar? Oh, yeah. That rapid-fire questioning from a kid, it's something we all instantly recognize, right? It's just pure, unfiltered curiosity. It's the sound of a mind that's actively trying to build a map of reality, one why at a time.
And the scale of this is it's mind-blowing. Between the ages of 2 and 5, a child asks somewhere around 40,000 questions. Think about that. That is a full-time job of just being curious. This is the superpower we all start with. But what happens when we get to the boardroom? For a lot of us, that number just plummets to less than 40 a month.
So, yeah, that's the big question, isn't it? This powerful, natural instinct we all have just seems to evaporate the second we step into the professional world. Where on earth did it go?
Well, it turns out it didn't just disappear on its own. It was pretty much systematically trained out of us. I mean, think about it. School taught us that success was about having the right answer, not asking the right question. Then, in our careers, we quickly learned that asking questions in meetings could make you look like you're confused or, even worse, incompetent. We got so focused on looking busy that we just forgot to make time to be truly productive and to explore.
But here's the thing. This loss of curiosity isn't just some personal problem. It comes with a massive price tag. And believe me, organizations are paying it every single day, whether they realize it or not. So just how big is this problem? Well, research shows that only about a quarter, just 24% of employees regularly feel curious at work. That means a staggering 3/4 of the workforce feels like they can't really ask questions. Just imagine the innovation, the efficiencies, the amazing ideas that are being lost in all that silence.
And that silence, it has a direct, and I mean direct, impact on results. Get this, 95% of new products fail each year. That devastating number often boils down to simple but maybe uncomfortable questions that just never got asked. Questions like, hey, who actually needs this? Or is our solution really any better than what people are using right now?
The impact is just as stark when you look at sales. 73% of failed deals have nothing to do with the product or the price. They fail because of inadequate discovery. In other words, a total failure to ask enough why questions to truly understand what the customer was trying to solve. The right questions, they just never came up. And here's where we find a really major disconnect. While the vast majority of leaders, 83% of them, believe they're fostering curiosity, only about half of their employees actually agree. This gap, this space between perception and reality, is exactly where new ideas and potential breakthroughs go to die. Okay, so we've diagnosed the problem pretty clearly. Now, how do we find the solution? Well, reclaiming this power starts with understanding that not all curiosity is the same. It's time to, open up the user manual. It turns out top performers use a kind of toolkit with 3 distinct types of curiosity. The first is all about filling knowledge gaps, asking, how come that happened, to really understand a failure. The second type is about pure exploration, asking, how does this work, just for the joy of learning something new. And the third is all about innovation, asking that game-changing question, why not try this, to drive breakthrough solutions.
Now, for the best news in all of this, curiosity, it's like a muscle. It might have gotten a little weak from disuse, but with the right exercises, it can grow stronger than ever. So here's a really simple workout plan. Okay, here's your training regimen. It's super straightforward. On a daily basis, just ask yourself one simple question: what did I learn today that I didn't know this morning? Then weekly, protect 1 hour, just one, for a deep dive with no goal other than learning. And monthly, hold why sessions to understand not just your failures, but your successes too. It's that simple consistency that rebuilds the muscle. So why go through all this trouble? What's the big reward? It's because there's a direct, undeniable link between asking better questions and achieving real, tangible career success. It's a powerful pipeline that all starts with a simple spark of curiosity. You can see how this creates this powerful chain reaction, right? It all starts with curiosity. That little desire to know more helps you ask better questions, which naturally leads to a deeper understanding. With that newfound clarity, you make better decisions, which then deliver better results. And guess what? Those results create more opportunities for career growth. Each step just fuels the next one. It's a beautiful thing.
This brings us to a really fascinating idea that basically flips some of the most common career advice right on its head. We're always told to find your passion, right? But what if that's completely backward? The thinking here is that you don't find passion. You actually build it, brick by following your curiosity. The passion grows from the journey itself.
The author, Elizabeth Gilbert, just captures this idea perfectly. The pressure to find your one great passion can be totally paralyzing. A much more accessible and honestly more joyful approach is to just follow your curiosity. That trail, if you pursue it loyally, will lead you exactly where you need to go.
So ultimately, in this incredibly complex, fast-changing world we live in, having all the answers is becoming less and less valuable. The real competitive advantage, the real superpower, now comes from asking the right questions, the ones that unlock new perspectives and challenge all those old assumptions.
So I'll leave you with a little challenge. Think about your work, your career, maybe your team. What is the one question that you've been avoiding? The one you know deep down you should probably ask, but just haven't. Your next big breakthrough might just be one good question away.